Ever wondered why women are often considered the weaker sex? Is it because they are truly weaker, or is it just a perception? These questions have been asked repeatedly throughout history, sparking debates and discussions that often lead to more questions than answers. In our society, it's not uncommon to label women as the weaker sex, but is this truly a reflection of their abilities, or merely a societal construct? What if what we perceive as weaknesses are just different forms of strength? Enter Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us about understanding and controlling our own perceptions. By applying the principles of Stoicism, we can look at these supposed weaknesses from a whole new perspective. So let's embark on a journey of understanding, a journey that will unravel the top 10 perceived weaknesses of women, and how understanding them can help men in their interactions with women. Today we delve into the top 10 perceived weaknesses of women, and how understanding them can help men in their interactions with women. First up on our list is the most obvious one, physical strength. It's a well-documented fact that, on average, men tend to have greater physical strength than women. This isn't due to any superiority, but rather, it's a result of biological differences. Men typically have more muscle mass, denser bones, and greater lung capacity, all of which contribute to physical strength. However, it's important to remember that strength isn't just about the ability to lift heavy objects or run fast. It's also about endurance, resilience, and adaptability, qualities that aren't gender-specific. Moreover, physical strength isn't the be-all and end-all. It doesn't define one's worth or capability. Women may not in general be as physically strong as men, but they excel in other areas and possess their own unique strengths. So physical strength might be a difference, but it certainly isn't a weakness. Second on our list is emotional sensitivity. Now, this is often perceived as a weakness, and it's easy to see why. Society, for some reason, has a tendency to equate sensitivity with vulnerability, with being overly emotional or weak. But here's the twist. This sensitivity, when understood and utilized properly, can be a powerful strength. Imagine being able to sense the emotional undercurrents in any given situation, or being able to empathize with others on a deep level. This is emotional intelligence, and it's a game changer. It's about understanding emotions, both your own and those of others. It's about navigating social complexities and making informed decisions that benefit everyone involved. So, let's not undervalue emotional sensitivity. Instead, let's appreciate it for what it truly is, a strength, a tool for understanding and connecting with the world around us. Emotional sensitivity, when understood, can be a great strength. Third, we have the beauty standard. You see, our society has long held women to certain standards of beauty, often unattainable and, dare I say, unrealistic. This pressure can be perceived as a weakness, as it can lead to anxiety, low self-esteem, and a host of other issues. But let's be clear, the problem isn't with the women themselves, but with the societal expectations placed upon them. Now, you may wonder, how does Stoicism factor into this? Well, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. As men, we cannot control societal standards, but we can control our reactions and perceptions. We can choose to see women for who they truly are, beyond the superficial beauty norms. We can appreciate their strength, intelligence, and individuality. Remember, the beauty standard is not a measure of a woman's worth. It's a societal issue, not a female weakness. Fourth, we explore the maternal instinct. The inherent nurturing nature of women is often misunderstood, sometimes viewed as a weakness, particularly in certain situations. But let's delve deeper. This instinct, this drive to nurture and protect, is deeply ingrained in the biological fabric of every woman. It's an instinct that has been honed and perfected over countless generations. However, in today's world, this nurturing instinct can sometimes be misconstrued as overprotectiveness or even weakness. But let's flip the narrative. This instinct is a source of immense strength. The ability to nurture and protect is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to a woman's resilience and strength. It's about channeling this instinct properly. When channeled correctly, this instinct can lead to heightened empathy, exceptional problem-solving skills, and an unparalleled dedication to those around them. So let's set the record straight. The maternal instinct is a powerful strength, not a weakness. Fifth, we delve into the fear of aging. An undeniable force, aging is a universal process that can strike fear into the hearts of many. For women especially, the societal pressures and expectations tied to age can be overwhelming. Wrinkles, gray hair, and other signs of aging can be seen as symbols of fading beauty and vitality. But Stoicism teaches us to see the world from a different perspective. It reminds us that aging is a natural process, a part of life's journey that should be embraced, not feared. Men understanding this fear can help you empathize with women who are battling against these societal pressures. It's about shifting our perspective and understanding that true beauty is not skin deep. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This includes aging. It's a truth, a reality we all must face. So let's remember, the fear of aging is a universal fear, not a female weakness. Sixth, we talk about the need for validation. Now, let's be clear. The desire for approval isn't unique to women. It's a human trait, rooted in our social nature. However, society often paints it as a feminine flaw. They say women crave compliments, seek reassurance, or thrive on applause. But isn't it true that everyone yearns for a pat on the back, a word of praise, or a sign of recognition? Now, here's where Stoicism comes into play. This ancient philosophy teaches us to find validation within ourselves. It's about being secure in our own values, actions, and being. For the men out there, understanding this need for external validation can help you navigate relationships better. It's about compassion, understanding, and respect. Remember, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or disregarding others' feelings. It's about understanding them and responding in a constructive way. The need for validation is a human trait, not a female weakness. Seventh, we discuss the fear of loneliness. Loneliness, a universal human dread, can sometimes be perceived as a female weakness. It's a fear that can often lead to compromises, to settling for less than what one truly deserves. Yet, let's not forget that loneliness is not gender-specific. It's a shared human experience, a common thread that weaves through all our hearts. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers a perspective that can help men comprehend this fear. The Stoics teach us to be comfortable with our own company, to find contentment within ourselves. This doesn't mean isolation, but rather the ability to be alone without feeling lonely. Understanding this fear in women and in ourselves can foster empathy. It can bridge the gap between the sexes, allowing for healthier relationships built on mutual respect and understanding, rather than exploiting perceived weaknesses. The fear of loneliness is a shared human experience, not a female weakness. Eighth, we explore the desire for security. Often misunderstood, this is not a weakness exclusive to women, but a universal human instinct. It's about seeking safety, stability, and protection, be it financial, emotional, or physical. It's about having a solid ground beneath our feet, a roof over our heads, and a sense of certainty about the future. Stoicism teaches us to understand this desire and navigate it wisely. It encourages us to focus on what we can control, our actions, our reactions, our perspectives. It reminds us that the external world is unpredictable and ever-changing. Instead of seeking security in the material, Stoicism nudges us to find it within ourselves, in our ability to adapt, persevere, and remain resilient in the face of adversity. Remember, gentlemen, understanding this desire for security can foster empathy and deepen connections. The desire for security is a basic human need, not a female weakness. Ninth, we delve into the fear of rejection. Rejection, that bitter pill we all dread to swallow. It's a universal fear, yet it's often seen as a female weakness. This fear can manifest in many forms, from hesitating to express opinions to avoiding certain situations altogether. The fear of rejection can stem from a number of things, such as past experiences or societal pressures. Stoicism, the ancient philosophy, teaches us that rejection, like any other external event, is not within our control. What we can control, however, is how we respond to it. This understanding can help us to navigate the turbulent waters of rejection with grace and resilience. Remember, rejection is not a reflection of one's worth. It is merely an event, a moment in time that passes. So the next time you encounter someone battling the fear of rejection, remind them, and yourself, of this Stoic principle. The fear of rejection is a universal fear, not a female weakness. Finally, we discussed the importance of understanding these perceived weaknesses. We've journeyed through a labyrinth of misconceptions, shedding light on the top 10 perceived weaknesses in women. From the physical strength disparity, the emotional sensitivity, the societal beauty standards, to the potent maternal instinct. We've explored the fear of aging, the need for validation, the fear of loneliness, the desire for security, and the fear of rejection. But remember, these aren't necessarily weaknesses, rather they are facets of the human experience, particularly amplified in women due to societal expectations and biological factors. Understanding these perceptions is not about exploiting them, but about fostering empathy, respect, and better communication. Let's challenge the stereotypes, the misconceptions, and the biases we hold. Let's strive for understanding, compassion, and mutual respect. Because at the end of the day, we are all human, striving for connection and acceptance. Remember, understanding is the key to better relationships. So let's challenge our perceptions and strive for understanding.